We're solving more inequalities on tonight's homework. I'm going to do problems 4 and 5 with you on this video. Problem number 4 says x eighths, or x divided by 8, plus 3 is less than 15. We solved this the same way we were solving equations earlier in the year. We just get rid of this constant term. We do the inverse of adding 3, which is subtracting 3. Because 3 minus 3 is 0, and if I can make this constant term 0, then I've isolated this variable term. But if you subtract 3 from the left side of the inequality, you need to subtract 3 from the right side of the inequality to keep it balanced. So this becomes 12, and on the left side we still have x over 8. I didn't just multiply or divide by a negative, so I don't need to reverse the inequality. But now I need to clear this 8 from the left side. The inverse of dividing by 8 is multiplying by 8. Because if I multiply by 8, then these 8's cancel. But I have to also multiply the right side by 8. 12 times 8 is 96. And this becomes 1 and 1, so this is just x. So x is less than 96. We multiplied by positive 8. We never multiplied or divided by a negative. So I didn't need to reverse the inequality. And so the way the puzzle works is we were just doing problem number 4. So you look for the x is less than 96 on the other side. That's x is greater than 96 right there. X is less than 96 is right here. If you connect those two dots, you'll see that it goes through 12 and t. So you put a t underneath the number 12 at the bottom on the puzzle, which I'm not sure if I copied here. No, I didn't. I'll also do problem number 5 with you. Problem number 5 is negative x over 6 plus 11 is greater than 20. Why don't you try that one on your own during the pause and then come back and compare your work to mine.
Paused.
This starts out the same as the last one. We need to get rid of this constant term, so we subtract 11 from both sides. 20 minus 11 is 9. And the constant term is now 0, so I just have negative x over 6. We didn't just multiply or divide by a negative, so I keep the inequality the same, greater than. And again, this is the same as the last one. I'm going to need to multiply by 6, but if I just multiply by 6, I'll be left with negative x. I want to be left with positive x, so we multiply by negative 6, or negative 6 over 1, because negative multiplied by negative is positive. And if I multiply the left side of the inequality by negative 6, I have to multiply the right side of the inequality by negative 6. 9 multiplied by negative 6 is negative 54. These cancel. Negative multiplied by negative is a positive. And since we just multiplied both sides of the inequality by a negative, that's the instance in which you need to flip the inequality symbol. So rather than be greater than, now it's less than. X is less than negative 54. The way you can check your work is you can choose a value that makes the inequality true. Like if x was negative 60, that would be less than negative 54. Then you just substitute it back into the original inequality, which was negative x over 6 plus 11 is greater than 20. If I substitute negative 60 for x, I have the opposite of negative 60 sixths plus 11 should be greater than 20. The opposite of negative 60 divided by 6 is negative 10 plus 11 is greater than 20. And the opposite of negative 10 is positive 10. So 10 plus 11 should be greater than 20. 10 plus 11 is 21, and 21 is greater than 20. That's just a way you can check to see if you did the work right. And just double check that you reverse the inequality correctly, or when you should have. So problem number 5, the simplified inequality is x is less than negative 54, which is right here. So that goes through the 3 and the s. So you'll put an s underneath the letter s underneath the number 3. I hope that helped with the homework. I'll see you tomorrow.